What's up, y'all? Job hunting day 3, trying to get our first job or first commercial cleaning job. I just wanted to show y'all the fit. Of course, I can't go out there dressed like anything. I gotta fit the criteria or fit the theme, So I got a button-down shirt, blue jean pants, and some nice casual dress shoes. And of course, when you go to these job sites, y'all, trying to get these jobs, no matter what type of contracting work you do, you gotta, of course, wear your PPE, personal protection equipment. So I got my little vest, as y'all can see. You ain't gotta go crazy. You ain't gotta go spend a whole lot of money. You can go buy something for like 15 to 20 bucks. So I got my vest. It's looking a little janky right now, but it's all good. And then I got my hard hat. Now, the thing that suck about this hard hat, I got a big head. So, yeah, it come off a lot, Not just a big head, but also I got an afro too, as y'all can see. So sometimes I'll go out there like this. It don't look right? So yeah, we're finna go tackle these jobs. Like I said, it's day 3, man. Hopefully we close on the job this week. We ain't got no strings attached. We're not results based. Whatever happens. We do know it's the holiday week. Thanksgiving is Thursday. So they may or may not be out there, but we won't know until we go. So let's go.
This is why I love weekdays. Look how dead it is, y'all. Beautiful. It's not cars everywhere. It's not not dumb people, but it's not people walking everywhere. It's empty. It's dead. I love it. Now I get to go walk in this fine establishment and go talk to a general contractor or superintendent.
Oh, they're outside.
They outside, actually, so perfect. No, this might be the electric contractors.
Yeah, it is electric contractors.
Never mind, yeah. But maybe if I walk in, I can get a hold of the superintendent or general contractor. So give me a second. Let me park. Let me get my gear. Now, I don't know how we're going to get footage of this, y'all, because I don't want them to know like we're recording. So what I might do is I might mic up and I'm gonna have Camilla like record from the car, and then hopefully y'all can hear what we talking about. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Let's see where we can get with this.
So before I go in, I just wanted to show you all my business cards. Not that it mattered or anything, but yeah, you always want to make sure you give them your business cards. Now, I think business cards are outdated, especially in 2025, but it still works. So this is just to exercise your options. So whenever I go in there, I'm going to say what I say, introduce myself, figure out how long the project going to take, and then hand them my business card. And hopefully we can get the email or phone number of the superintendent or contractor that's managing this project. Hey, sir. Is the superintendent or a general contractor in?
General is not here, the superintendent.
You're not here today?
No, not here today.
Okay, are these buildings connected?
No, it's separate.
Separate?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. So just got word that the superintendent is not in. Probably won't be back until next week.
Because Thanksgiving.
Yeah, probably because of Thanksgiving. So not a good look. First location. I'm glad we found it. I'm glad we came back because it is the weekday. They working on it, so it's good. We just need to come back when the superintendent is actually here. And when I went in, they still digging. So it might be like a couple more weeks before they actually tone it up and finish it up to where they might need the service of the cleaning. So this is noted. We will be coming back to this spot right here. But unfortunately, we off to the next location, but it's all good. This will come with it.
All right, y'all. So we've been to multiple projects so far that they hadn't broke ground. Like this project right here, as y'all can see, this big pile of dirt. This is supposed to be Target. It's over 800,000, or sorry, it's over 800,000 square feet. That's massive. If we locked in that job, bro, that would be life-changing money forever. So yeah, we definitely gonna come back here, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the number actually and give them a call. It's good to come to these sites before they even broke ground. That way they get familiar with your face. They're like, okay, we recognize this person. He been showing up consistently. He really won it. Let's give it to him. Now, with a big job like Target, of course, we will have a bunch of competitors. That's a big job. Now will require probably multiple teams to take on that job. But yeah, we came to this project, and then it's another one that we didn't film earlier where we couldn't get access to it. So this is like the tricky part of when it comes to like creating content. Like some of these projects we go to, y'all, either they didn't break ground just like this one, or it's hard to get access to them. Like Plan Hub provided false information, not false information, but not like the correct address, or it's not actually there, or they didn't get started with building the project. So it's like a multiple or a bunch of different things that could lead to this, but this is just one of them. So what I'm gonna do, I think we probably just gonna call them and let them know. But I'm thinking, I am considering about walking in here real fast just to introduce ourselves and say, hey, I'm with Lux Pro, yada yada yada. So we came back to this location from yesterday, which we thought was good, which they actually finished the building, as y'all can see. It's right there. They actually finished, but they didn't lay down the concrete, the pavement. So not a good look, And then also there's no superintendent or general contractor around. These are all people that's just workers. So kind of like a waste of time. Probably will come back here next week, maybe 2 weeks. Thing about this is I don't know, because I know this is like this is privately owned. It's like business centers or whatever, and usually the tenants or like the people, property owners that own these properties, they'll leave it up to the tenant to have somebody clean it. So I mean, each one work differently, but from my experience, I noticed some of them have their tenants do it, or they'll do it themselves. Like the property owners will clean it, and then they'll put it in the rent for the tenants. So yeah, waste of time, but it's all good. We're gonna move to the next location. So I made it back to the house. We spent half the day driving. Like we started at 8, drove all the way till 12. So about 4.5 hours, 5 hours of driving, going to different sites. I didn't put all the sites we went to. I just wanted to give y'all like a teaser, because after a while, this stuff get boring. It's not fun if we're not actually out there cleaning, and I'm going into detail talking about the project. The reason I'm showing this part is to show y'all like the harsh reality, the side that people don't show. Because a lot of people nowadays on social media, they always talk about how much money you can make, how fast you can make it. But I'm actually showing y'all the raw side of things, like how hard it is to get your first job. I did this with the rideshare content. I showed y'all the good side. I showed y'all the bad side. I talked about building a private clientele. I became a fleet owner. So now I'm kind of like rinsing and repeating it with the commercial cleaning. We still hadn't booked our first job. Now this week it sucks because it's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is Thursday. So I told my partner, I'm like, it's no reason for us to continue to drive the rest of the week. So we actually gonna stay home, and instead of going to job sites, we're gonna dial them up. Like right now, I'm not gonna show y'all, but I'm looking at a list of different job sites that we're just gonna call up the rest of the week instead of wasting time going out there. And that's also time consuming, y'all. It's kind of similar to wholesale, where you drive for dollars, meaning you go look at properties that's distressed, and then you try to reach out to see who the owner is to potentially get a buyer, and then you the middleman, and you potentially sell that house. You get a cut, everybody happy, the buyer, the seller, and you being the middleman. So it's similar to that, but yes, it's a tad bit different. Driving for dollars, of course, like I said, you just look at the distressed properties. With commercial real estate, you're just looking at post-construction, buildings that just got completed. That way you can offer your services before they, reach out to different companies. That's the biggest challenge I feel like we're gonna face, trying to get our first job. Still, majority of these companies we already reached out to, they be like, oh, we already got somebody. So it's kind of like a patient game, and I hate being patient. I'm not a patient guy. how it works is they wait for the company that they with to mess up, or what's the other one? Mess up and also, you know, not do a good job. You know what I mean? I mean, the two go hand in hand, but the point is they basically wait to them to do a bad job or continue to keep doing a bad job, and then that's when they look for new cleaners, which that's where we come in. You know, we a small company. We hadn't booked our first job. Of course, we don't tell them that. If you're watching this video, you in commercial cleaning, do not tell them that you hadn't booked your first job. They're not gonna give you no type of work. You gotta show up to these job sites acting like you know what you're talking about. That's how you get your first job. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got for y'all. You know, not gonna bore y'all. I just want to show y'all the real raw side of entrepreneurship. Still hadn't booked my first job, and this is day 3. But it's all good, you know. We're gonna keep showing up. Sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, things just hit left and right. You know, I had a bad week with the fleet, trying to get my first job with commercial cleaning, and it's tough and challenging. And of course, you know, the holidays around, it makes it tougher. So it's all good. We're gonna keep showing up. We're gonna continue to be consistent. This is like the resilient part. I'm gonna show y'all how resilient I am and how you have to be resilient if you wanna be an entrepreneur. But with that being said, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to my video. Thank y'all for liking my video. Also sharing my videos and commenting on my video. All of those things I truly greatly appreciate. It helped me grow my community. That being said, y'all, I'll catch y'all next video.